All right, what's going on, y'all? So this is episode 3 of episode 49 of Pop the Balloon to Find Love with Arlette and Mooley. Our goal is three matches. We got one so far. The last one was a match. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Yes, yes, yes. Congratulations. So next, like I said before, if this is your first time here, welcome. I appreciate you clicking, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that. So basically how we react to things here is the intro was the first episode of this episode 49, and I went through all the panels Instagrams, tapped in with them a little bit to see what they did on the inside, not inside, but outside of this, whatever, you know what I mean. Some have a podcast, some do fitness training, things like that. So we tapped in a little bit, and now we're not going to do that anymore with the panel. We'll just do it with the contestant, in this case the guy that's coming out next, see what what he does. And then we react to the crazy pops or the crazy interactions, answering the questions sometimes, just giving my 2 cents on it. So yeah, that's what I do here. So if you like these videos, subscribe. I appreciate it. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's bring out our next single guy.
Contestant number 3.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Indrek.
Indrek?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and how old are you?
I'm 30.
And what do you do?
I'm a government contractor. I work in IT.
Okay,
What up,
cool.
Indrek?
What are some things you like to do for fun?
All right, let's check. All right, here we go. All right. All right, so he be making skits sometimes. Okay. Nothing wrong with a skit. Canada. Okay. Traveling. Oh, he's a barber. Okay. Let's check the YouTube. Will he be on YouTube? All right, just posting vlogs. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's cool. All right, yeah. Got to upload a little more. It's 4 years ago, but it is what it is. What y'all think, though, ladies? It's like he's well traveled. Y'all like that? I know y'all do.
I call myself an adventurous guy.
Okay.
I love being outdoors, having fun, thrill seeker. That's it.
Okay. And what do you look for in a woman?
I look for somebody who's mature, emotionally intelligent, such as like they know how to deal with their traumas, their feelings, and things of that nature.
Okay. And now what are some of your deal breakers?
More than one kid. If you're too ratchet, you don't know how to turn it on and off.
Okay.
Just know how to turn it on and off.
Okay.
Don't do it too much. I like to have fun too.
All right. Sounds good. So we have not got any pop balloons.
Wow.
Let me hand you a pick.
Y'all remember last time that the ratchet word happened? It was a whole 5-minute discourse. It all depends on who the panel is, and I'm not saying that 5-minute discourse was wrong either. I'm just saying it's night and day with who's on the panel, unless I'm speaking too soon.
Hold on to that. And there's only 5 ladies, so let me have you just pop one. Just one balloon. I know you thought I was gonna skip this part, huh?
This
Go
is
ahead,
early.
just pop one.
Okay.
Very early. For me personally, all these women look amazing. They look amazing, bro. But if I'm him, just off of first interaction, like first just look, I don't know. I popped the one that really wasn't giving me no attention. I don't know who it would be, but whoever wasn't really looking me in the eye, or you know what I'm saying, anything like that, like any type of indication that they not really interested or something like that, then what you got to do. That's all you can do in this situation.
It has nothing to do with none of you guys. You guys are all beautiful, but I'm sorry, man.
That's a bad pop. That's a bro.
All right, your name and age.
Diamond, 28.
All right, and Diamond, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
He's pretty handsome, so I didn't really see anything wrong with him. I was just getting to hear what he had to say some more. So, yeah, that's why I kept my balloon.
Sounds good. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I was just drawn to,
That was valid.
Okay.
Thank you.
Couldn't be me, though.
Back this way. So we do have 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
All right. Ladies, how would you take care of our household in a relationship?
Okay. Let's start over here. Name and age first.
Hi, I'm Kishwan and I'm 30. And how I would take care of the house, I would clean it, of course. The dishes, I would just keep everything tidy because I'm a very clean person. I can't have a dirty fridge or anything messy or out of place. But I would also say that if you come home and you see me starting to be worn out from doing all of that, I would also, it'd be very nice if my man would come help me to handle the house, especially if it's a big house, because I plan to live in a nice home.
Same.
So, not an apartment for the rest of my life. So, I would take care of it very well, and I'll also cook. I know how to cook, so you don't have to worry about that. Yes.
Love it.
Over here.
So just cooking and cleaning. Me personally, on this subject right here, I would want someone a little more emotional. Because taking care of the household, that's not like a womanly duty, in my opinion. These are just my thoughts. It's not a womanly duty. If I see something that needs to be cleaned, dishes need to be cleaned, floor needs to be vacuumed, whatever, I'm capable of doing that, and I do that. So I'm not gonna just leave that to somebody. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just a different way of thinking for me. Like, it's nothing wrong with anything with what she said, what he's expecting. I don't even know what he's expecting, but I'm just telling you my thoughts. Like, what? Let's say we both make it big. We have this huge house, huge penthouse apart, whatever the case may be, right? What if we hire a chef? What if we hire a maid? Then what? Me personally, I'm not asking this question though, but that's just him. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with anything. I'm just giving my thoughts. That's it. No, relax, y'all. Relax, okay? Calm down. Just relax.
Your name and age and answer to
Just
this
giving
question.
my thoughts. I'm a
Anya,
reactor.
29. And of course, like she said, cooking and cleaning, I think that's a must. I love to cook. I don't want to be the only one cleaning, so definitely want to, share those responsibilities. But I like to keep a happy house. I think
I
when we
love
get
that.
stuck in a little routine at home, that can be a little boring. So I like to
I
keep
agree.
it fun because that's the place of our peace. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Thank you.
Great
And then
answer.
over here, your name and age and answer to this question.
I'm Jabria, I'm 29. So I have a pretty busy schedule. So I've adapted a technique that works for me as far as like cleaning my house. So like cleaning as I go
Yep.
midweek. Like Tuesdays used to be my work from home days. So I really would deep clean Tuesdays, and Sundays are always a reset for me. But I'm going to be realistic. Like I'm going through OCS, like I have changes coming on. So I would I hire sometimes people to clean my house because if I don't have the time, then that's just easier for me. So it may not be me always cleaning, but the house would be clean. Like, yeah. So,
Yeah.
What's OCS mean?
officer candidate school.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I actually knew that, but just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
That's the thing. The women that I go for, they got a lot going on. They're not just sitting around doing nothing. And I'm not saying that the other women are just sitting around doing nothing either. Please don't stop. I'm just saying what I look for, if in this context, 1000% in line with her answer. Somebody else gonna do it. We got a lot going on. We got a lot of stuff to do. I mean, we gotta get to this bag. We gotta get to this money. We gotta go out on dates. We gotta do things with us. You know what I mean? Not neglecting cleaning or anything like that. No, but we got a place where we want to be. You know what I mean? We got places. We got motion. We got stuff that we're doing. Okay, so we pay for convenience over here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Your name and age and answer to this question.
Yes, Jessica, 27. I look at it as like a partnership, and so what needs to be taken care of. I don't look at it as, oh, you are a woman or you are a man, so therefore you are assigned these gender roles. I look at it as, okay, what needs to be taken care of? This is a partnership. If I see, for example, I'm just going to use the scenario if just because there is this societal standard that, oh, men should go out and do this and that. God forbid if you were to lose your job or something happened to you, I would step up and do what I have to do. It's no question about it. It's not oh, well, he's a man, so he has to do this. It's a partnership. I don't look at numbers 50-50, 25. No, I don't look at that. I look at it as what can I do to step into this role to help my man and vice versa.
I'm not gonna lie, that's back-to-back applauses for her in two episodes. The last episode and this one right here. She's got a great mentality, I'm not gonna lie. And she's very pretty too. Pretty and a great mentality. Somebody gonna get her.
Powerful.
That was a beautiful answer.
Okay, I'm gonna have you pop one balloon based off of anything you've heard so far and what you've seen.
Okay. They all had like really good answers.
I know, they did.
So that's
They sure did. All of them.
hard. But
No problem with any answer.
okay. Sorry.
All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear him out. I mean, I like his style. He's handsome, so yeah.
All right, nice. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I resonated more with the other answers. It has nothing to do with what she said. Honestly, this is hard. Yeah.
Thank you.
I can only imagine.
Okay, let's head back.
That's the thing though. When you ask a question like that, you gotta like literally nitpick. Well, literally any question though. You gotta nitpick at this stage. So I get it.
do have 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. I'm gonna be different.
Okay.
So imagine this is a scenario-based question. So imagine we're going to an event, ladies, and we have to take my mother with me. Who is sitting in the front seat and who is sitting in the back seat?
As soon as he said mother, I knew this was gonna be the question. I'm not gonna lie. I want to hear these answers. Oh my god. I want to hear these answers so bad.
Okay, let's start down there. Oh, okay. Let's start here, and then we'll go over there.
It shouldn't even be a question, in my opinion.
Sorry. So I would definitely want to sit in the front seat. But I just kind of have a question. How do you manage your relationship with your mom? It kind of sounds like there's a tug with.
There's actually
Your
no
mom and
tug of
your-
war. This is
okay.
a question that I was asking because I just wanted to gauge your mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm definitely a passenger princess.
my mother is the type of lady that would want my lady to sit in the front seat.
Okay.
You know, so I just wanted to see, where your mind was at
Okay.
in that regards. So
Okay. Did that answer your question?
yeah. Yeah, that answers.
And she stood on
And what
business.
about here?
Yeah, I was literally going to say right when you said that, I'm definitely sitting in the front. I mean, I would love your mother just like how you love your mother, not as much, but I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want to be with a mama's boy. That's absolutely not going to happen.
And,
Yeah, it's just a respect thing.
yeah, it's-
Yeah.
it was honestly just a respect thing. I just wanted to see if, like, you would just like be humbled enough to be like, oh, ma, you can sit here. And then she'd be like, no, you are the wife.
Maybe if she had a disability or something, of course she could sit in the front. I would never if she had a walker or something. I don't know how old your mother is, but
Yeah.
of course. But if that's not the case,
She would choose the lady
Yes.
first for sure. But I just wanted to see where my
Sure.
shit was. That's all.
Okay. And then we did get a pop
That's-
balloon.
That's
Let's
mine.
go down over here.
That was a risky one. Okay, I want to hear what she got to say, but that was a risky question to ask here.
Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'll just start off by saying that I do find you handsome, and I like what you were saying earlier and the fact that you articulated what you liked and your desires and things along those lines. For me, the reason why I popped it was because of the question itself. Just in the past, I've gotten questions like that, and I've heard questions like that on social media, and there's always been like a frenzy around those. And for me, I just did not see the significance in the question being asked. And that's just me personally. I just didn't see the significance in it. When I think about myself and my significant other, husband or something in the future, I'm not thinking about, oh, I'm going to let his mother sit in the front. I'm going to sit in the front. I'm always going to be respectful of my elders, of course, always and forever. But that's not the first thing that comes to my mind of, well, I'm going to go ahead and let her sit up in the front because this, or I'm going to sit up in the front.
I
get
don't
it.
think about stuff like that. And so when you asked that question, it was more so of me, I'm not going to have an answer because it's not like I'm going to blatantly disrespect your mother or she would blatantly disrespect me or expect me to sit up in the front. For me, it was just more so of I didn't see the point of the question being asked.
Mindset thing. That's all. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing
I get both
specific. I
sides.
just wanted to see where your mind was at. Because my mother is the type of lady that respects my lady first. You know, so she would definitely choose you and tell me like, no, let her sit in the front. You
I
know?
respect that. And I mean,
I just wanted to see where your mind was at, like with the humbleness and all of that.
oh yes, and I'm very humble. I don't want that to be confused. I'm very humble and I do respect my elders. I love elderly people. I hang around them all the time. Anybody who knows me can say that I'm very respectful towards the elderly and I would put them before me. For me, it was just more so of the question itself and the frenzy. So
We're going in circles here, but honestly, yeah, I see both sides of this. I see both sides of the situation. Me personally, if I wanted to gauge someone's humbleness, I wouldn't ask that question that he asked. However, with her point of it being a quote unquote frenzy of people asking that question, I get why he asked it and I understand it and I'm not mad at it. Just me personally, the way that I would go in this situation, I would not have asked that question. That's all. I get both sides and it's a preference thing. It is what it is at the end of the day. You like what you
social
like.
media, and I'm not trying to connect the two. But for me, I just didn't see the point of asking that question. And I know the intention behind it, but the impact it had on me with it, and the point of asking, I'm like, well, he may not like my
You're not
answer.
going to try to
something along
second
those
guess
lines.
yourself. You know what I
Roger
mean?
that.
All right, now she's someone that's your type.
Of course. She's a nice girl.
Thank you.
Did he sell?
Okay, we've got
I don't know if he
two
sold.
ladies left. Ladies, any questions for our guy?
Let's see.
You do? Okay, let's start over here. What's your question?
So, what do you value most in your relationships?
I value respect. I value loyalty. Somebody who's willing to try and not give up, because life is full of ups, downs.
For sure.
Y'all be willing to go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, can I ask multiple?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Did we talk about kids yet? Do you have kids?
I have no kids.
Okay, you want kids.
Of course.
And are you marriage minded?
Am I what?
Marriage minded.
That is the goal.
Okay.
Within the next 2 years or 3 years, 5 years, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
With intention.
All right. That's all I have for now.
Okay. Any questions over here?
Location.
I was just going to ask like what his 5-year plan was. And if it didn't have marriage in it, it would have been a huge pop. Okay. But a question that I would have, so where are you from? Well,
There
where are
you
you
go.
located?
All right, so I am from the DMV, DC,
Hey,
Maryland, Virginia.
DMV in the
Shout out to
building.
Baltimore too.
My sister and my nieces live out in Maryland.
Yeah. So I commute
love the
from
DMV,
Maryland to
man.
Virginia a lot because of work.
Oh, I have family in Virginia. That's crazy.
So
And where are you?
Oh, I'm in California. Yes.
that's fun.
Yeah, it's a bit of a distance. So what does respect look like to you in a relationship?
Is the distance okay?
Because I would say like respect is lacking a lot in relationships.
I
A lot
agree.
of people say I love you and still hit you, love you and still cheat
That's-
on you.
no,
So
that's
what does
real.
respect look like?
That's real.
Respect is just that. Like, my woman is my queen. I want her. I want her decision in everything I do.
Facts.
So I'm gonna always confide in her, and we're gonna do it as a team.
Facts.
It's never just my mindset. It's what we can do. It's a partnership. That's how I see it. So
That's facts. Like people think, oh, the man's supposed to be the head of the household, all this other stuff. Like, in a way, yeah, but the queen runs the show. The queen runs everything. Don't get it confused. We may represent the household. We may represent, what I'm saying, doing what we need to do, being a provider, all that stuff. But the queen runs the household. We gonna listen. And you have a good queen, someone that you can, like he said, confide in, ask questions, get input, run everything by. Like, once you get that one, you hit the jackpot. You hit the jackpot, and that is the ultimate sign of respect. For me to start a family with you, for me to tell you the plan, tell you the goals, tell you my dreams, like include you in those as well. You got it.
yeah.
Also, do you drink?
Yeah.
Or okay. Do
I
you,
drink sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. Do
Occasionally.
you smoke weed?
No, ma'am. The type of work I do, like I said, government contractor.
Yes.
I can't.
So you don't like have substance abuse issues or with alcohol, anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I just have to make sure. I gotta make sure.
No,
I
that's
can't
valid.
be with
You never
anybody-
know.
Really, that's very
I
valid.
can't be with anybody who's into that lifestyle because of my work, the nature of my job. So
Sorry, one more question. Sorry.
Okay, last one, girl.
Last one. How well do you
I love how intentional
prioritize,
she is.
like your health, fitness, nutrition, anything like that?
yes, ma'am. So right now I'm like on a fitness journey. It's gonna take at least a year. It's not like a 3-month thing. I'm gonna have to do this thing for a year to see where it's at. So yeah, I
Have you
eat right.
and you started?
I started.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just where it's at. I just keep going every day.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Fitness is
Okay,
important.
it's time to pop.
Physical health is important.
Got two, I know, two wonderful ladies left, but you do have to pick just one. So whose are you popping?
I think he gonna pop the second
No,
one.
no questions, right?
No.
I think gonna pop the second
You'll get
one.
one more when they come up here.
You guys
But for
asked
now, okay, if you got a question, is it going to help you really determine between the two of them? Or are you going to ask just any old question? Is this question going to help you really pick?
I'll just make up my mind.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's fine. You guys are both like, yeah, this is.
Yeah, that's
drop a toothpick.
Got
very
another
tough.
one.
Yeah, he nervous. He is nervous. He don't know what to do.
Okay, go ahead.
Two great selections.
Charlie, I'm a nice guy. Okay, just remember that. I'm sorry.
I told you the second one.
Guys, her eyes was doing something to me. So
It'd be like
Okay,
that.
let's come over here then.
be
So
like
why'd you
that.
have your balloon unpopped?
He's a nice gentleman, nice looking, nice the way he articulated everything that he said. So that's why.
I saw it was really, really tough, but why did you end up popping her balloon?
I popped her balloon because of the eye contact that I received from her. I just felt a spark.
You felt it, okay.
Yeah.
I noticed you trying to make that connection. I seen it.
Yeah. Because it was hard. It was hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, let's head
One
on
latched
that way. I'll
on,
have you
one
stand
didn't.
On that side of
It is
me,
what it
stand
is.
Over there, I'll have you stand right over here. All right, y'all. Any final question between the two of you?
Yes, I have two, but they're quick.
Okay.
So how do you feel about long distance?
Where are you located?
California. I'm closer to San Diego.
Pay attention,
It is
bro.
what it is. I'm willing to work with it. That's just life. You can't control that.
And then also, like down the line, I'd like to have children. And me personally, I want to raise my children to have a very strong mindset. I don't want them to think that just because of the color of their skin, they're automatically seen as less than, or people are going to look at them or treat them a certain type of way. They have to work harder because they're black. I don't want to raise my children like that. So how would you raise your child not to have a victim mindset?
Okay, that's easy. I'm first generation Ghanaian, so life has not been easy. You had to get it. If you really want it, you got to go for it. So, that's the type of mindset I would instill in the kids. Like nothing comes easy. You have to fight for it. So yeah, I'm gonna teach them that.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't want any kids are, woo, it's me, I'm black, I can't do anything. I don't want that.
There's no
Absolutely not.
victim mindset.
Okay.
You against you.
Okay.
That's how life works. It's not just it's you against you.
Okay.
Are you good? Any final question? You're good?
No, man.
Okay. All right. Well, then, is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her? Is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
You said yes?
Yes, ma'am.
We
All
got
right,
a
there we go.
match.
There we
Yeah. I'll take the mic.
go. Love to see it.
Go
Love to
ahead,
see
get
it.
your man, girl. Make some noise for them, ladies.
Damn. Kicking the pop is it's crazy. Shout out to them. I love that for them, man. I love that for them. I feel like I feel like he was a little hesitant on that last answer, though. I'm not gonna lie, because it wasn't like it was was it a clear answer? I don't really know, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But to say that I'm not saying the victim mindset is, how can I put this? It's a difference as a black person having a victim mindset and being a realist, in my opinion. I know for a fact, because of the color of my skin, I've been denied opportunities. I know that for a fact. Does it suck? Yes. Yes, it sucks to know that. And to have it blatantly in your face, yes, it sucks. But I'm not gonna let it stop me though. I'm not gonna let it stop me. But I feel like in order to get to that point, you have to not embrace it, but recognize that it's there, that people have that type of sentiment, those type of sentiments towards us. You can call that a victim, whatever, but that's being real. That's being real. And I don't, and I get what she's saying, but I don't want to really, I wouldn't, me personally, me, I would not want to shield my children from that type of mindset. I want them to understand like these things may happen to you. Don't look down on other people that could potentially have that mentality because people can process things a lot different than others. It is what it is. People process things a lot differently than others. Bro, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say what she said rubbed me the wrong way, but it just got me thinking. Like, it's like I know where she was going with that comment. I just don't really. It just felt like it was a matter of fact type of thing rather than trying to instill power into somebody. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. It just came up just me personally, but you know what I'm saying? And I felt like it. I'm not speaking for nobody. I felt like it did for him too. That's why he kind of evade. I felt like he evaded the question just a little bit. Cause like yeah, of course you're gonna instill your kids with grit, ambition, things like that. Like you got to get it out the mud. Like of course, you know what I mean. I don't know, man. I don't know. It felt a little weird after that one. I don't know. What do y'all think though? What do y'all think?